Hello and welcome to the Masters of the Forge, fellow Skylords. In this series, we talk to members of the Skylords Reborn team about their duties, how they view the project, and what it's like to work on the game. If you want further details on the how and why of the series, check the article of the first episode on the forums. As every time, we will structure the stream in several parts, going over our guest's relation to BattleForge, his function in the team, his outlook on the project, and of course, pre-submitted and chat questions. My guest today is Ultralord, video editor, who first became well known as a very active community member, especially with streaming Skylords Reborn on Twitch. He also branched out on making his own contest series called the Battle of Tactics, which took the coolness of challenges to a whole new level through the automation of replay analyzing. With his awesome presentation skill, he also became a staple host of contest streams, not only for his own, but also for official Skylord contests and the PvE League. Besides all that, he also displayed his creative efforts to the community in the form of painting, animating, cookie baking, and sand drawing, and, last but not least, helping the Skylords team to get some video content done. After so many accomplishments, he was finally bound to join the Skylords Reborn team in his position as video editor. So, thanks for making time, Ultralord, and welcome to the stream.
Greetings, Capo, and greetings, stream. Hello there.
Let's make a sound check for everyone. Can someone acknowledge that both are loud and clear?
Test 1 2 1 2. Can you hear us?
Top. Perfect.
Nice.
Alrighty. It's nice to have you on board finally, because we work a lot together on various projects, and it's nice to hear your voice finally on my stream.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, usually we start questions about your real life context, but I got a pre-submitted question that should go before these, I guess. So are you ready for the first one?
Sure.
What is the meaning of your other usernames like T1421 or the MIS, which both appear on the stream, YouTube, and or forums?
Okay. You already start with a story time, I guess. Let's do the MIS. That's easy. That's my short-term letter at my job. So it's just part of my real life names, and it's just every email I end with MFG MIS, and everyone knows that's me. So just my tag. Let's call it like this. And the T4021. Well. Back when there was small Ultralord, he was playing a lot with Lego, and he wanted to become an inventor, and he was making Lego inventions, and every of that invention gets a name, a serial number, and for some reason, I can't remember why, there was one machine with the number T4021, and that sticked. Don't know why that number, but yes.
I suddenly realized that this could have also been your number for your Terminator number, because there's the T1000 and you're the T1421.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Alrighty, now we got that covered. Now we know. We stay on the real life context. What country do you live in, and do you live in a city or in the countryside?
I'm another one of these German people in the Skylords community, and I live in a much smaller city. I think that's 20,000. 20,000 people here. But a bit outside. Not a big fan of many people.
The name of the town?
That's a very small town. It's below Stuttgart.
I still want the name for the stalkers.
For the stalkers. It's in the region of Metzingen. So Outlet City Metzing. Maybe someone knows that.
Okay, I never heard of that. And how old are you?
I'm 31.
That's right in the middle of the team, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I think so. And how long are you with the Skylords Reborn team now?
That's a difficult question since I have worked with a team before for videos, but actually joined, I think, 5 or 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do for a living?
My official job title is Senior Application Developer, aka I'm just a programmer. But I'm not only doing the programming stuff at my work. That's a chemical company. I also do server administration, database administration, first and second level support, and business intelligence. So a lot of stuff besides only development.
But that programming skills most likely coming very handy when you try to analyze a replay, right?
Yes and no. The language I'm using at work is a different language I'm using at home.
Which one do you use at work?
At work, it's called Progress. It's not very well known.
All right. And we have another pre-submitted question about your real life context, and it is: do you also wear a monocle and a top hat in real life?
Funny enough, sometimes, because I do some runnings, like the 10-kilometer runs, and there I normally run in cosplay or just in a costume. And the last years, I always wear a suit and a top hat and a monocle during the runs because it's way more fun. Or everyone is cheering way more if you have silly costumes.
Oh, that sounds awesome. In my town, we have a run that we have one marathon, and at another date we have one that is like cross run. It's 5 kilometers, but you have to do it 2 times, and it's with hurdles and mud and whatnot. And some people cosplay there too, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, the longest I did was 20 kilometers. I think sometimes maybe a marathon that would be cool, but at the moment my fitness is not that good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Alrighty, we come to the game. When did you first play BattleForge? Did you play back in the day the original BattleForge, or did you start with Skylords Reborn?
Funny enough, I started before the original BattleForge. Since I was not a beta player, I was an alpha player.
What?
Yeah, there was a closed alpha, then the closed beta, and then the open beta, and then the release. And that were wicked times.
How old were you back then?
Oof. Calculation. I have no idea. Maybe 13? When was the release?
Yeah, 2008.
2008? Okay. That's for 15 years ago. So, yeah, probably was around 15, 16 like this.
And you got an invitation to the EA closed alpha.
You could send a mail somewhere and then you got chosen. But, yeah.
And you got no connections to anybody in there. You just wrote a mail and they took you.
Yes, indeed. Same also for a friend of mine. He was reading an article in a German magazine called Gamestar, and we both thought, hey, that game looks interesting. Let's try. Maybe we get in this beta. And Yeah, it worked in that alpha.
And how was that like, that alpha, game-wise?
Catastrophic. Like, I think it took us 3 weeks till we could finish the first 4-player map because there were so many crashes. Like, you have to figure out which cards you're allowed to play, which abilities are you allowed to play. For example, if you play the War Eagle, that's fine. Everything is okay. But if you use the ability, the whole game crashes. Because probably some files were missing or so. Yeah, that's nice if you know this. But if you have a teammate and he thinks, "Oh, look, nice bird, let's use this," boom, crash for everyone. So yeah, that was strange times. Also, a lot of things were only partially implemented, like the upgrade systems. There was the buttons. You could upgrade your cards, but every upgrade for every card was reduce the power cost by 1 energy. So, yeah, placeholder. A lot of placeholders.
But basically, the game was like it is today, or what?
Yeah, we started there with way less cards. I think like 80 cards. But yes.
Oh, that's very, very cool. I have to ask you another extra hour just on this topic someday. Oh, that's super awesome. And did you play the game itself then too, or did you just check out the alpha? Because that's what I did on some games. I went into a closed beta, and then I thought, okay, like I think it was the Skyrim online thingy, and then I thought, yeah, all right, that's not very cool, and I didn't play the game. And did you play BattleForge then?
Yeah, I played a lot, and I was also. I think Cubic would be happy. I was sending a lot of log files to the devs about crashes and so on.
So you kept invested in the well-being of the game.
Yeah, I think the idea with the collecting cards and the boosters, and yeah, I think that already catched me back then.
You also invest as much money as Ult?
Fun fact, I invested only one time buy of the game. I paid I don't know, the 50 euros or so to get the CD and then the starting BattleForge points. And after that, I only played the market game.
Ah, you're one of those nasty traders.
Back then, yes, yeah.
And in Skylords Reborn, no more?
No. If I have a nearly full collection, there's not a big reason to buy and sell stuff for me.
And then after some years, the game gets closed. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, very sad. I played the game from release till the end, not with highs and lows, but like once a month I start the game for sure, and in some weeks played a lot, and yeah, it was very sad.
All that progress gone. That's harsh.
Yes, progress. Like I didn't have a full collection, so it was not that hard for me losing everything. Like people who invested a lot of real money in that, so it was not that hard. It was nice. The last months they get switched the collections, so everyone has all cards for the last, I think, 2 months or so, and then you could do a lot of shenanigans you never could do before. I never had an Avatar Frost, aka I was never playing pure Frost decks because it was too expensive. And so in the last 2 months, I played a lot of funny decks and stuff I only saw on videos.
Oh, cool. That sounds that was something nobody mentioned yet, and I also I missed out on the end of BattleForge, so I didn't notice that they gave everything to everyone. So Volin writes, "Pure Frost was such a crap back then." Do you agree?
Yeah. It's always depending on which time period, because there were some balance changes in. For example, War Eagle started with only one Frost Orb, so there was no reason to go double frost. Then the War Eagle get double frost, and then you have to go. So.
And then some years pass, and you learn about Skylords Reborn. When did you learn about it? Did you follow it right from the start?
No. Funny enough, it was again my friend who was reading Gamestar, and then there was a article, a mention of that group of people who are trying to get the game back to play, and that they have made a big progress with negotiating with EA. And yeah, then I checked it out and saw, okay, there are some videos, but you could not play it at the moment. It's closed beta. And then I just joined the Discord and yeah, let it sit there till at some point you could join.
So you were in the open beta then?
Yes.
Yes, and you got the promo snapshot.
Of course.
The promo Mountaineer code.
Yes.
Yeah. What game mode do you like the most?
I'm a big fan of the campaign. So I think PvP and rPVE, also community maps, is nice. But I'm coming back to the campaign.
Yeah, for a while you invested energies into playing PvP, right?
Yeah, I still have my highs on PvP, but yeah, don't know. It's more like a phase. Like 1 week in a month, I think, okay, now I go very hard on PvP.
Okay. But let's come to the campaign. What's your favorite map then?
Oh, I think the Guns of Lyre would be my my favorite, because everyone has to do something, but you can help each other quite good because you're very, very near together. Other maps, the second 2-player map, not Crusade, the
Sunbridge.
Sunbridge, thank you. It's like a 2-player map, but everyone is doing his own thing. You can help with spells, maybe, but it's kind of a single-player map.
Yeah, funny enough, Sunbridge is still a map I like very much because the design is cool, where you come together at the end.
Yeah,
but it is two
single-player map would be the Treasure Fleet.
The Treasure Fleet. All right.
Yeah, I think that defending that wagon, also clearing that camps, I like that idea to have multitasking. Still think that there should be more reason to go to the top left where that big final camp is, because you can just ignore it if you want, but still like the map for a single player.
Yeah, the whole left side of the map is undervalued. But in one of the contests you made at least part of that important.
Yes. Yeah.
What's your favorite faction?
Yeah, for PvP, I think that's not a secret. I'm a pure fire friend. I like explosions. I like damage. And for campaign, I like to play a Stonekin deck without Stonekin cards. So Nature Frost is like the safest thing to play, I think. So yeah,
it's very chilly to play Stonekin. It's a very, very cool experience.
Yeah, and it works on every map. You have that one deck, you can play it on every map without any stress.
And last but not least, what's your favorite unit and why?
My favorite unit is a Spitfire. And why? I think the voice lines of the Spitfire are funny and unique, and yes.
Yeah.
And also a flying siege unit.
Yeah. When I'm playing Pure Fire, it's just Spitfire. It's just so awesome. Alrighty, and we will also played today, and you, as you do with your contests, selected some very special challenge for us today. Would you explain what we're doing today?
Yes. So I have a folder. It's called Battle of Tactics Ideas, and there are some documents, and a lot of them were just ideas, which I then decided, yeah, no, we don't do this as a contest, but we could do this as a nice round here on stream. And one of these ideas was archers only. So you have to finish a map only using archers. And yeah, we decided on doing the first 2-player map, Crusade.
On which
We
difficulty?
can do standard or advanced.
We do advanced.
Okay. So yeah, only archers. Funny enough, you can search like the type archers, and you would find a lot of units like Vulcan is an archer, Magma Hurler is an archer. But yeah, I will do only the small archers.
You really do archers and nothing else?
Yes, that's the challenge.
Yeah. Oh, you're so crazy. I did select some archers, but I added some spells and buildings as well.
Yeah, you have to carry.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That will be so awesome. But
yeah, we can also do it going 2-player on one side. So
it's all right, I guess. And we can also fail and start on standard again. So let's just send my archers towards the right direction and ask you the next question. We'll try to kickstart its magic, but need you to watch our backs. Before you joined the Skylords Reborn team, you were no blank paper for sure, but a very active community member. I listed some of the things you do in the introduction, but can you give a summary how your journey evolved? From you are just playing the game to you join the team. What did you do in what order and why?
So I would say about the not a blank in the community, that's half right. I guess I was getting active around the time when I also streamed and do Battle of Tactics. Before then, I was not that active, to be honest. That's around a year ago, maybe 1.5. So, yeah.
So what came first? You started to stream or what? What was the first thing you did?
So, funny enough, the first thing was watching a stream about an event, which I already forgot. I think one of the official events. And they showcased the players there, how they did their run. I think that's very cool if you see your run on the big screen. And then I came up with Battle of Tactics and decided if I do an event, I want to stream the winners. That was a must-have. Else I would not do an event. And then I decided to start streaming. Thankfully, no one was watching my stream in the beginning because the first 5 streams I had a lot of problems with audio and video and stuff. And then it gets fixed. And then I streamed and figured out how all this stuff works. And then was Battle of Tactics, and I could show off the winner on stream.
Alrighty, so could that be? I'm just guessing. Could that be that this was maybe a Toggy stream?
About the event,
the one that the stream you saw. Could this be that stream by Toggy?
I'm not sure. I think it was an official event. So probably Hiko or Meta.
Okay.
Ooh, the Frost spell is also working on your co-players.
Of course it is.
Of course, yeah. As you know. Yeah, and maybe to say before Battle of Tactics, there was the replay analyzer I programmed, and I figured out a lot of statistics you can pull out of that thing, and decided then I use that statistic to make an event.
Mm-hmm.
So probably there started the journey.
And the Battle of Tactics one was the one with the actions.
Yes, that was the first one with I think 16 players were we first round. That was way more than I was expecting. I was also not expecting the community to be that helpful here. I remember I was talking with Metacross, who helped me to set all up, and he was sending the boosters over the prizes, and I was asking, "Oh, you think the community maybe they can sponsor also some stuff?" And he said, "Yeah, just ask. There are probably people who's sending to us something." And yeah, that dude called Capo sent it over a promo card. I was thinking, what the fuck? Yeah, that was nice.
To be honest, I think you should do the same Battle of Tactics again with the actions on a different map, because it was so awesome. I really loved what you did there, and also on the other Battle of Tactics, that with the analyzing, you get completely new options how to handle stuff. So I want to see that again, to be honest.
Yeah, it's also interesting with the live rankings. So you see how good you are if you upload your replay. I think some players were kind of triggered, like want to be better, but others then decided to not upload their replay. So I'm still not sure if that live ranking on the website is the way to go. I'm still confused about the spell with all the shields on the walls.
Yeah, it is something new.
Mm.
What?
Okay, Volin likes the live ranking. Okay.
Yeah. Besides that, you wanted to show off the contest results. You started to stream more. And what were your expectations for streaming? And how did that turn out for you?
Expectations? I don't had any expectations, to be honest. I streamed because it was fun. I can also, I'm not the big person of talking. That's probably a bit surprising for people like you now. But yeah, I'm more the introvert, and streaming and chatting, and so that's nice challenge to get a bit out of your comfort zone and interact with people.
So you wanted to challenge yourself. That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah. Could just like this.
It doesn't look like you need my breeding grounds.
Yeah, I just realized, like, okay, I use it.
I've chosen to do it this time the other way around, to start from the south. And see how that goes.
I was thinking so too, but I really want my tier 3, so I have more cards.
But Skylords Reborn doesn't have a big player base like Fortnite or League of Legends. Does it impact you streaming if you know you will not receive thousands of followers?
Yeah, if that was the goal, to have thousands of followers, I chose the wrong game. obviously.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't matter at all. I was thinking about streaming other games too, but yeah, didn't have the time lately to do something new. Maybe in the future. There are coming games out which I really want to play, and if I play them, I could also click on live. Maybe other people will be interesting.
Absolutely true. I was also thinking about streaming BattleForge just for the sake of streaming BattleForge. But I didn't stream the game itself yet.
Yeah, so we are fine on advanced, I would say.
Yeah.
You just have to have 15 Dark Earth Assassins, switch them, and wait.
But there are loads of people who play any game and are really, really inactive and lurking in the shadows. What drives you to be such an active community member?
Good question. I wouldn't say I'm active. I do streaming, yes, okay. But like in the forum, you don't see me in the forum. I don't read forum. I don't post in the forum a lot. Same also for Discord. I occasionally chat there, but not a lot. I really dislike reading and writing in general, so yeah.
That must have a reason.
Yeah, obviously that has a reason. Don't know the word in English. Let me just Google.
Yeah.
And how is your site progressing?
I conquered one well.
Ah, awesome.
And one gold chest.
So it's called Dyslexia. In German we say Lese-Rechtschreibschwäche.
Yeah.
AKA I'm very bad in writing stuff and in reading stuff. And so people like proofreaders are scared of my writing.
Well, I'm a proofreader and I'm not scared of your writing. I got 400 energy, which is just sitting there and doing nothing. So, did you struggle in school with this?
Sure. And not only school, but at work kind of too, but only because you have something like this, that means you struggle there, that doesn't mean I can write emails with mistakes. So you find a way around. You read your email another time, and then you have hopefully every mistake out there.
But what would be interesting is does that impact your programming skill in any way or form?
No, not at all, because I wouldn't compare programming with with email writing. It's more like if I have to write an error message, and then there might be an typo in the error message, and I won't see it because for me it looks everything correct.
I get it. My stepfather has also the same condition. And he just, when social media came, and we all made a family WhatsApp group, he was really scared of writing anything there. Because he basically knew he would write it wrong.
Yeah,
so
same here.
and first he didn't write anything. We had really to tell him we do not care at all. But it took a bit for him to acknowledge that we really don't care.
Yeah, I mean, as long as people understand what I want to communicate, that's okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, and about reading, I'm just lazy, so it's not only about the dyslexia, it's just lazy to read. So if you say, hey, you have to read Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, I would say, nah, I don't have to read that.
Yeah, I get it. It's kind of harder to get some fun out of it when you're struggling. So you just started to do stuff like streaming or conducting a contest instead of writing tons of guides like I do.
Yes, exactly. I would love to do a video about something, but not to write a guide about it. Like how to beat this map with archers. I make your video, but I would not write your guide.
Yeah.
So what else have you on the list?
I'm just making a huge clusterfuck here. Okay. You made some replay analyzing tool that just gets better and better and better every time. What are the limits of that tool?
The limits, maybe first, I didn't make the tool from scratch. There was someone who did a PHP tool, Dreddy, I think, and yeah, I used it as a base, and now there's a website about this. And the limits of it, it's about the actions from the first event. So I can only analyze stuff which are actions. Like every time you do a click, like move there, attack there, build that orb, that can be analyzed. But for example, is that building get destroyed? Like, is that unit dying? Is the wall falling? All the stuff which is over time, I can't tell you. If this is not a goal of the map, there is no indicator in the replay file.
Fear not, they are my creatures.
If I remember right, there is the possibility of maybe adding new stuff or not.
There is the possibility of adding new stuff, like the team can add more stuff to the replay file. Last update, there was something added that goals are part of the replay file now. So if a goal is accomplished, target of the map, it will be part of the replay, and I can analyze this now. Actually, that was something I was asking the team about, if they can add this. The problem was before it could be analyzed for official campaign maps, but community maps, there was not a chance to do anything about this.
The gods have unearthed the portal to the Sunbridge shrine.
So we will see in the future new options, new contests, new everything.
Yeah, yes, or at least it is easier now. Like, if you remember the Battle of Tactics on the Sunbridge, Soul Tree map,
yes.
I had some splits on the website, so you see in which part of the map you did how well. So how long did it take you to kill the frozen units on Soul Tree? And that's from goal 1 to goal number 2. But I was unable to get this time from the map because it was a community map. So what I did there, I cheesed the game files in thinking it is a 12-player map. And in 12-player maps,
What?
you have that stone on Passage to Darkness. There's that screaming stone to switch the curse. And yeah, every time you finished a goal, I activated that shrine in the background because that is part of the replay file.
Oh, that's hilarious. And mega stupid at the same time.
Yeah, it's so stupid. So in the future, I don't have to do that stupid stuff because the devs of Skylords Reborn did their something.
So there is on the contest map somewhere below or above that stupid clicky stone hidden.
Yeah, kind of. In the script files, yes, it's not visible on the map itself.
Alrighty, it's still hilarious. So, final question of this segment: what was the reason that you finally decided to join the Skylords Reborn team?
Ooh, well, actually, when the game switched from open beta into the real phase, I was thinking about joining already. I was a bit kind of scared because I didn't know what's the expectations and so. I was always thinking I would join as a programmer, as a dev. I also did a trial task back then. That was some chat server and client communication tool back then. And that was a nice challenge, but I never sent it in. Then a lot of stuff private happened, and I never thought about like trying again and do an application. There was 2 interesting things, like Dachi asked me like 2 or 3 times about if I want to be a moderator, but that is absolutely something I am not able to do. Like I said before, I really hate reading chat and Discord and forum, and as a mod, you kind of have to. I also think a lot of stuff like, yeah, stop crying. That's not a problem. So I'm totally not able to do moderator. And when I first did the card drawings and posted that, Majora was asking if I might want to join in the art team. And I told him that this crappy art is not crappy because I want to have it crappy. That is the best to my abilities. And then we decided this is not the art style the game is looking for, so I'm not part of the art team.
Was Majora really thinking that you did this on purpose?
Yeah, maybe. We haven't asked it like this directly. And then time passed, and the anniversary was, and they wanted to have video, and I did videos before and streamed before, and they asked me, and I think, yeah, sure, why not? Let's have a try. And after some times, I decided to join the team because I had a bit more free time. And looking at the posts, I decided for the video editor because I think it would help the project more than another dev. I mean, sure, everyone helps, but we have already developers and they're doing an awesome job, but we didn't have a video editor. And I would be able to do both and decided to do the position which there is no one at all. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That sounds smart. But you're making the right progress into the right direction, because this is the right moment to tell everyone that we got something prepared. I ask you for materials and you provide it. And what we will look through now is some slides of your work. Starting with this. What do we see here?
So yes, that is the project file of the card reveal, the card spotlight. So if you're not familiar with video editing, you see at the bottom the timeline, and every of the bar is a part which is then stacked over each other. And here we have the scene from the Bonsai Lord, and normally it's just showing gameplay footage, but in this case, there's a lot of effects stacked. Like you see in the top left corner, that is just the card. That's nice.
Yes, that's the red arrow.
Yeah, the red arrow. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's nice card, but it looks kind of boring. And so we decide to add some particles. The second picture with particles and a bit of smoke. And then after we are looking this and decided, yeah, there should be more. There had to be more action, and so we added the shockwaves. And yeah, if you see in the timeline, the beginning of the video has a lot of this stacking stuff, and the blue boxes, this is just gameplay footage then. So as soon as we switch over to showing gameplay, that's more easy to do, but a lot of effects is more challenging.
I mean, when I first saw the card spotlight, card reveal, whatever you call it, I really loved that effect that it has the same colors as the card colors, the faction colors. That is really well made and well thought through. And also the smoke that is coming out, that has the right color. That is super, super awesome and looks really good. You ready for the next slide?
Sure.
What do we see here?
This is now a funny thing. Normally, you'd think you see the footage in the videos and it's fine. But actually, there's a lot of faking. Like this. That was a recording about trading in the last trailer we hit. So as you see, the recording was me trading with a person ending with Olin.
Yeah, whoever that might be, with a fiery avatar called Olin, and he is Master of the Forge rank. That could be so many people.
Yeah, so you see, I did there some trading. There's also the chat at the bottom. You see my weak BattleForge points. You see my player at the right side, and you see the introduction group at the top right. And that stuff I normally had to have to fake a bit. So go to the next slide, and we see what is changing.
The card gets added.
Yeah, so we did a trade there, but the problem was we were out of sync. So I just grabbed a random card and placed it there. So Volin is now giving me the battleship.
Yes,
because
now
fire card against frost cards.
Yes, now we
Next
have
part.
Okay. Now I see. Now the chat vanishes.
Yeah, because no one is interested in a trailer about my chat with Dachi or the public chat who is there spamming.
Okay, and the next, let's see if I can spot it. I see no change. Yeah, now I see the change.
Yeah, you see, no one cares about that Ultralord. We are now having the Skylord.
Yes, we're switching on the right. Just on the right or somewhere else? No, just on the right.
No, just on the right.
Okay, and the next one is now that the chat, the people get empty and you also inserted the Skylord.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's more neutral for the YouTube.
Yeah, and on the next one, your BattleForge points are vanishing.
Yeah, BattleForge points goes, please be gone.
Yes. Yes, and on the next one, your name vanishes and Volin's name vanishes. And you took a special banner.
Yeah, just place the original banners over the position, but also removing the BattleForge points. But the problem is, if you place something over something, then the card is behind that banner. So in the last step, I have to get the card back in front. So yeah,
let's look at the whole thing again.
Yeah, so we can count. We started, I think, here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the screenshot. Then you do one step where you add the card. That's the first. The second step where you move the chat. The third step where there's a Skylord appearing. The fourth where the people disappear. The fifth where your points disappear.
Points.
And then the name. That's the sixth. And then you have to repair the card again. 7 steps to get this image.
That shot. Yeah. But actually, it's a clip, so AKA that Spitfire is moving, so I have to fix the movement as well. But yeah, normally between a recording and the final thing on YouTube, there are a lot of fakes.
Yeah.
So if you see somewhere the player Skylord, it's probably a fake.
Yes. What do we see here?
So that is a video. To be honest, I think that is the video about the run from Hero on Bad Harvest, this solo run I did with you together.
Yes, I requested this from you to have a nice video. And now when I see this, how many cuts and parts you have to make, I feel like a little dirty because I requested so much work.
Yeah, funny enough, that is not too much work. As you see, I only have one of the blue bars. That's all the gameplay footage. And yeah, just have to cut it in pieces. You can see also on the left side the folder structure. And there is this folder called X1. And the first line has a 41 there standing.
Yeah.
That means I used that recording, recording footage 41 times. So there are 41 cuts from that video. I did one recording and could pick 41 slices out of that. And then below there are 1, 4, and 3. So I did some more recordings because I want to have another angle. So I do a new recording and then cut stuff out there. And
some extra stuff in the end. So like goodbye or something. Yes.
Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward. The same goes for the audio. That's the greenish part at the bottom with 48 recordings. That's with 48 cuts, but that's more on my end because I'm not good in doing one takes. So probably I said my sentence and realized, I haven't thought the sentence till the end, so I have to record again and again. There's a lot of cuts and cutting around.
And you also fixed the music because I see in the green part down there that you added the normal tracks, so you don't cut the music in parts.
Yeah, normally the BattleForge tracks are around 1.5 minutes, 1 minute. And the video is about 4 minutes, aka I am gluing their 4 BattleForge tracks together to have the seamless sound till the end.
Awesome. It's really cool. It's I did some video stuff too, but to be honest, I'm primarily learning from Dutchy and you. you just notice how you do stuff, and then you also are able to produce at least some smaller things. But with my current YouTube projects, I'm just recording one take and that's it. And that's not the same level. It's not
doing
one
takes is still a challenge.
Yeah, but when I'm doing a rPVE run and if it's not good, I just record another one. That's quite easy.
Okay.
That's not on the same level as you do, where you really did make the performance of Hero, which was awesome. justice by making a really cool video out of it. Will we go to the next one?
Sure. Yeah. So welcome to the 2022 recap video, which is a bit more messy. As you can see, there is a lot of lanes and audio and multiple steps, and yeah, that is the challenging videos.
Yeah.
When I started that project, I was thinking, yeah, that should be easy enough. And I just made a folder called X and put on my footage. And then I made a folder called Y. And then there's set 1 and set 2 and set 3. And yeah, don't manage your project like this. If past Ultralord have known that this project will be such a challenge, I would have did things another way.
You have to guess what my OBS says in the top left where your name sync. It says application audio capture 1, application audio capture 2, application. That's also not good style. And on the top,
yeah, that's challenging projects, but was a lot of fun to work on this one.
And on the top, you have something to adjust audio levels of different parts.
Yeah, that was also a big part in this one. We have one audio line for the voice line from Dreamland. We have an audio line there for special effects. To be honest, that's only the gong effect when the topics are shown. And we have a line of the music, and then a line of the in-game sounds, and another line with the muted in-game sounds, aka I could just delete the sounds.
And that audio 4, is that the Dreamlord talking, or what is that? Or is that on 1?
Dreamlord is audio 1, the bigger greener one.
Yes, and what is 4?
4 are the in-game audio.
Okay. Man, that's just it. And the recap video and the trailer videos are both so awesome. It is worth every minute you spend into that, but you can see it's a lot of work.
Yeah, especially like video like this was I think 9 minutes. So if you compare it with the video before, you can go back. I'm not sure how long the video here was. 4 minutes. So yeah, already longer and with that more complex. Like here we have 4 audios, four music files from BattleForge, which I glued together. And if you go to the next, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 BattleForge tracks glued together, and find a good spot where you can fade into the next song. So yeah.
Yeah. And then there was something that I requested from you. I also wanted to see how it looks like when you're doing one of your animated videos or animated GIFs or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's a bit different because you see here now every piece of that shaking head animated video, and you see all the small diamonds, the small dots in there. And that's called keyframes. So every of that dot means this head should be now at this position. And at the next diamond, it has to be at this position. And at the next diamond, it had to be at this position. So I was going frame by frame and setting everything at the correct position. And yeah, so it's not that complex from the footage. As you can see, there are 15 lines of pieces, but a lot of keyframing was there involved.
I have a special request. Next time you do something animating like that, I had a special request. I remember that Tweeto, when he was drawing, he was recording what he did all the time, and then he made a speed thingy about it. Yeah. It would be very cool next time you do something like that you also record it. Maybe it just to see your work. It's just
I keep it in mind.
Yeah.
It's always a bit depending on the project because, for example, the card spotlight videos with the animated flying card, that's pretty CPU intensive. So, not sure if I could do a recording while having that project open.
Yeah, I get it. Speaking of the card spotlight thingies, you also sent me 2 special things. One yet unshown to the public, but what we're gonna see first now in a video is I think it was how you presented to the art critiques the first suggestion how the spotlights should look like.
Yeah, it is the storyboard. So normally you have for a trailer or so a script and you talk about the script. It's always text based. But for this card release videos, for the card spotlights, there is nothing to talk about. There is no text. So there was a bit challenging to communicate what I want to do and how it should look. And yeah, we can have a look at how I did it.
Yes, so let's have a look.
Yeah, with some drawings.
I really like that cat that gets his sword on his head.
It was
Was that a cat?
Yeah, I think it was a cat. Yeah, I have to do another kind of unit, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And
it was one of that videos which were music based, so it's always having in the correct beat, the correct change. The same we did also for the teaser, where I didn't do a drawing, but we had a list like the first 4 beats we have this scene, the next 4 beats we have this scenes. Different ways to communicate what the video should do and look like.
I also remember giving instant feedback on that it is very cool that you have like a fire spear exploding to the beat. It's like stuff like that. It really matters a lot that the video and the audio matches.
Yeah, and that's often the challenge about them. The small things, if you watch a video, you don't recognize it. That's on beat because it has to be on beat. If it's not on beat, then you would recognize it.
Yeah, true. And as a final video, we have something yet unreleased, but it will release tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's the plan. Probably tomorrow we will see.
Yeah, so let's call it the teaser, which the next card reveal will look like. Do this.
Yeah.
And that's that.
New Frost card.
Yeah, which we already saw in game.
Correct.
And which is still very expensive, but maybe this is the right moment for a shout out for the current contest. Because on the official one-player contest, you have a 50% chance of winning a Soulstone. And since it is still many thousand BFP costing, a 50% chance on getting the hands on the card is very well worth it. So Jimaka writes, spells are so difficult to notice, especially such an anticlimactic ice shield. Yes, I agree. I totally agree.
That was pretty challenging also for the video here. How do you showcase support buildings casting invisible spell as shields? That was, I tried my best.
Jimaka is suggesting to add a tooltip footage.
Yeah, we were thinking about adding text to the video, but the series has no text at all. So there will be the video description with more details, like we did with the other units and spells too.
What I'm also thinking is it makes the game look more beautiful if you don't display the UI, but maybe on this one you should see the blue bar pop up.
Yeah, but it only would help like players who know BattleForge. Like, what is blue bar?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's on some things it isn't that easy to communicate. Alrighty. Looking at the clock, I think this is a nice moment for a break. Oh, Jimaka still. No text really needed, just a selected unit icon with the shield tooltip, fly in and show it. I think Jimaka wants to be the next video critic.
Yeah.
But I think how do you see when you're putting a lot of work into stuff, and then guys like me or guys like Jimaka, I also do it, start to shit talk your creation? How does that feel?
It's not shit talk. I'm well aware that people most of the time are giving good feedback and constructive feedback, and it's a bit hard sometimes if you invest a lot of time in stuff and then the reaction is I don't like that footage, and you think, yeah, thank you. Yeah, but if the reaction is I don't like the footage, could you try something like this? That's more something which I can work with.
Yeah, and I felt like Jimaka was very respectful and just suggesting stuff. That's exactly that's a showcase how to do it. Yeah,
and often it's more the problem on my side. So I read something, and the first reaction of my side is like, "You don't like my video, me." Then I get my coffee and getting back and think, no, he's not liking my video. It's more like he wants to help. And then I realized, yeah, he just wants to help.
Yeah, we do. We really do. But I noticed that when it's about artwork, it's almost easier than talking about design concepts. Because with the artwork, you can really point out, we are posting like a screenshot of what we don't like and put in Microsoft Paint a circle around it. That's easier than to communicate design and balance concepts.
Totally agree. Yeah.
All right. As I tried already, let's try again. Let's make a short break. And I quote Togi again, stand up, stretch yourself, get a glass of water, and we continue in 5 minutes.
See you.
Alrighty, and we are back.
Hello.
First thing of order, thanks for sharing those screenshots and the video, etc. It is really, really cool to show off to the people what you do.
Yeah, I think it's hard to explain what a video editor is doing. Funny enough,
But-
my job title is video editor, but it's actually, if you compare it with normal video and film projects, I'm also the screenwriter, the director, the cameraman, and the video editor. Normally, you can also split this. The video editing is normally just the program we saw before, but actually, I'm also collecting the footage from BattleForge, and I also work with other people together to have the screenwriting, like the storyboard, and what will be shown. So it's a bit more like the video editing, but that's fine.
Yeah, you're already segueing into the first of the question of the next segment. That is your duties as video editor. It is not just editing; it is just making a video happen, right?
Yeah. I think that's a good description.
So the correct title would be video guy.
Yeah. I'm the official Skylords video guy.
Yeah. I mean, why not? When if you're doing everything. So can you introduce us to the second gaming experience you prepared for us?
Sure. The second file I pulled out of my scrubbed Battle of Tactics ideas was the the idea I had before the Battle of Tactics 2, which was the perfectly balanced one with the perfectly balanced deck. And the idea for the challenge we are now trying out is every tier has one color. AKA, if I see that correct on your stream, you are starting with 5 tier 1 nature cards.
Yes.
Switching into 5 tier 2 fire cards, into 5 tier 3 shadow cards, into 4
because there are no more.
Yeah, there are no more frost cards. And as soon as you switch to the next color, you only allowed to use that color. So as soon he is going to build the tier 2 or
whatever,
there is no tier 1 cards anymore.
Yeah, I just have to use those 5 cards while I'm tier 2. Yes, Volin, you saw that right.
You really want that we die, or what?
Yes, I prepared a surprise for you.
Yeah, I see.
And you said we should play on Sunbridge. Do I remember that right?
Yeah, we're doing Sunbridge.
Advanced or standard or expert?
We're doing standard, but we are not switching. So
already.
Let's see how this
I also chose the Altar of Nihilus as deck picture.
Yeah, funny enough, I do Fire Frost Shadow as well in the Nature tier 4. So we have both Shadow on the tier 3 spot.
Yeah. But it's good that means that I can cry for help for heals, right?
On tier 4, yeah.
Yeah. You will heal my constructs. I have literally nothing for the flying drakes. Just
flying drakes? I think there's no flying units.
Of course there is.
On standard.
Oh, that could be. That could be, of course. Hey, let's go back to our talk. Now we come into your role, more or less, and we start off with video editing. When did you become interested in video editing?
Ooh, long time ago. Let me calculate. 70 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. Yeah, something like this.
And why? Was there
And
a project
why?
to be done?
No, it was back then in school, and we had a project like in art where we had to do some kind of media stuff. So you could do a picture, you could do something else, and I was trying to do something with video. Yeah. And back then, it was a very crappy recording of stuff in the school building, which were then cut with Windows Movie Maker into a 30-second thing. I don't have that video anymore, but I remember I probably would die from cringe when I would look at it.
Oh, that's very, very sad to not have your first creation.
Yeah, but I have other early videos. Yeah. Hard to watch.
Yeah, most likely. It's like an artist seeing his first photographs when he was five years old.
Yeah. And Roland, there's nothing wrong with the Windows Movie Maker. That is still sometimes a better tool than some professional stuff, since they are way more complex. If you just want to glue a video like that one for the Bad Harvest run, it would be faster and probably easier made with the Windows Movie Maker than with the program I'm using.
All right. Back then or now, do you make any other videos besides the Skylords videos? Especially now.
Yeah, so I came from the video editing with normal footage, like no gameplay footage. Actually, Skylords Reborn is probably my first and only gameplay footage stuff I ever done. And yes, I still do video stuff, not that often at the moment. A lot of my videos are not on YouTube and so on. It's more like for family and friends. If I have a stupid idea, I just take my camera, film it, cut it, and everyone has a good laugh, and then on to the next one.
So you make a funny joke video how your stepbrother chops down a tree.
Yeah, for example, or could be everything. Like on my YouTube channel, you see cake videos, because I was doing that cake videos, and at some point, a coworker of mine said I had to put them on YouTube, and I was saying, yeah, no one cares about this. And yeah, I'm actually right. No one. I don't get a lot of clicks on them, but still, people are thinking they are funny, and that's the point. If people think that's funny, why not have a look?
Yeah, I like the cake videos.
Yeah, but that's the same point like we said with if you want to be famous with streaming, you should not go the BattleForge road. And if you want to be famous on YouTube, I can tell you, making cake videos is not the way to go.
But you did make one Skylords cake.
Yeah, cookies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to be famous, that video has 30 clicks. Like,
No.
yeah, it's
No.
it's not. I can have a look while we are gaming, but
No,
I
that's
think,
not
like,
true. That cannot be true. Three of those views are just from me.
Use the gate controller.
Yeah, I'm just opening. Give me a sec.
That cannot be true.
Gate now.
Scrolling.
The gate's magic is going wild.
There it is.
Destroying itself. Mora's alert now.
Just have to be careful that my units are not dying.
From both sides.
Doop. Oh, correction. It's 155.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it back. But normally the cake videos have 18 15. Yeah, so not a lot of clicks. But like I said before, I don't make that videos because I want to be famous, because I do this because it is fun for me. And
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
I absolutely get that. I also started my YouTube endeavor not because I wanted to be a big boy, because I wanted to learn how to make them and how to make stuff. To be honest, I might use the streaming and video experience for some job stuff in the future, maybe. But the most important thing is that you have fun with it, I think.
Yeah, at my company, I also did the Christmas year videos. I think 3 times because the marketing department didn't have the manpower. So yeah, happens there too.
So I'm going to too. You already are.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my tier 3 now. I actually didn't spawn any frost unit.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm going tier 2 now, and then I'm spawning at least a little bit to have the experience. What programs do you use? Is it one for all, or do you use a different for animation and for video cutting and whatnot? So,
it is different stuff. For video editing, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro, but a pretty old version. That's a bit of a problem if you look like for tutorials or for faster rendering time. You should have a newer version, but the current model of software is you don't buy the software, you just have that abo, that subscription model, and I don't like it. I don't think 30 euros a month for just video editing software is worth it. So I think about switching, but I think you know this too. If you have a software and use it like for 50 years, you know every knob, you know every shortcut. So maybe I will switch, but I don't think. I still use my old software.
I'm using Microsoft Office from 2010.
Yeah, stuff like this.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and for recording, I use OBS, so that's also the same I use for streaming. For like the card spotlight with the flying cards, or for example, what we saw with the cut from Roland faking stuff, I'm using Adobe After Effects. And for audio recording, I use Audacity. Audacity. I don't know how to call it.
Oh, I'm just screwing myself.
Why are you doing this?
By pulling too early.
Why? You're fine.
Yeah, thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work. And now I can go back to attacking. And what is your personal workflow? Do you brainstorm ideas first and bounce that off of other people, or do you make? We have seen you making hand-drawn drafts. How is your process? You start from 0 and then what?
Yeah, well, there are 2 starting points. Point number 1 would be with a storyboard, like the drawings, and the second starting point is like with the text, with, for example, the trailer or the recap. We have the text to start. Okay, Nomad died. Damn it. Yeah, so that's step 1. And then there is the brainstorming, probably about, hey, how can we show this thing? How could this look? Which could be rephrased? Also, the text is changed a lot in that time period. After that, I decided on the footage. Like for example, if we have a script and there is written the new Frost card is like this and this, then of course the video should show the new Frost card. So a lot of that things are logical. If the recording says trading, of course we show some trading. And then, after I have a lot of these notes, which stuff has to be recorded, I start BattleForge and try to combine a lot of these things together. So I have a very crappy deck with all these cards I want to show in the video and play rounds with them. Often it's a challenge to get the recordings, like I don't record while I'm playing. It's always play the game in a special way, so it looks good, not stacking units, have the units spawn in a good position, and then I watch the replay, and during the replay, I do the recording.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big wave. Yeah. And after recording, it's about the editing and cutting. So get all this stuff into the editing software, put it at correct position, do the first render. The first renders are normally with low quality, so they get fast. Get it shipped to my proof watchers for feedback, and then repeat the last steps. AKA, they say, that's not a good footage, or hey, that should be changed, or could you try this? Then another playing a round of BattleForge, doing a replay watching, recording the replay, and cutting the stuff in. So every time they want to something changed, I get back to square one, kind of. It's pretty bad, like the replay stuff. In other games, you can skip to the correct position, because in BattleForge you can't. You have to go fast forward. And if you want to showcase a tier 4 unit, you first have to play a game to the time you are tier 4, aka like 10 minutes. And then you have to watch the replay to that point, and then you can have that 20 seconds you need. So it's
you're not.
tedious.
Don't you use Test Strike for that?
Sometimes. It's still, you have to go tier 4, so it still have to clear the positions, have the energy to go tier 4. And in some cases I just play it on the live server, because I want to have my playtime on the live server. And yeah.
I get it. But that sounds somewhat tedious. It sounds like you're in need of someone who just does the takes for you to make your time easier.
Yeah, but then this person has that tedious job, so doesn't change a lot. But that's what I meant before with, there is the position of video editor and the position of the cameraman, and that's the cameraman.
And how
staged map, that is the plan for the future, to be honest. As you might have seen, all the videos have a special angle, and I am in talk with the map team, because the map editor has a special camera tool, and I really want to use that for the videos, because it's looking very, very good. If you might remember the trailer for the Frost and Fire map, we have some of these nice camera drives, which were very, very nice. So, what are your constructs doing?
Shooting.
Doing fine? Okay.
Yes. They just told me we are in world destruction mode. And how do the other Skylords team members play into that?
Into what exactly?
Into what you are doing. Where's
That's kind of a nice split. I mean, I am showing stuff in the video which will be released soon or is released already. AKA, I'm at the end of the development. So, if there is something, for example, they may want to add a new feature, a new game design, yeah, I don't care, because that might take 2 months, 3 months, a year. As long they are still in development, there's no reason for me to be active. I mean, if they want to add a new card, that's nice, but as long there is no unit to show, yeah, what should I do? That's also the reason why I'm not that into the Discord from other departments. They do their stuff, and as soon as they're ready, I make a video about this.
Destroy the tree fiends that keep his magical shield up.
Moon says we should destroy the dudes.
Yeah, I already on the way. Oh yeah, they're flying enemies. You're right.
Good work.
But you have a spell ready. Let them come onto the wall.
He has summoned more tree fiends. Destroy them.
Let's activate the altar. That's the right moment for it.
Now Mora.
I was just thinking of healing your constructs, but yeah, no.
Ah, we don't need no void power.
Mora, you are a god no more. Use your dying breath wisely. Give me the secret. Then maybe I will spare your
Since you joined the team, the Skylords team just doesn't have the longer videos, but also some shorts posted. What do you think are the impact of those shorts?
The impact of the shorts.
Yeah, do they get a lot of attraction? Is this value for retention, or what do you where do you see the shorts?
Okay. I think I'm the wrong person to ask this. That would be Dachi, our social media person, because I'm only making the videos. I'm actually not doing any of social media, and so I cannot answer if they make a big impact or not.
Yeah, but what's the idea behind it? Why let's ask like this. Why are you making them? What's your hypothesis?
Oh, so yeah, I think that another target of people who potentially watch Skylords and then play Skylords. So, for example, TikTok, you have to do short videos, and yeah, also in that weird format. And yeah, maybe we can get new players over TikTok.
All right, that's for the platforms, because I was okay. TikTok is short form anyway, and Instagram more or less too
as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but
YouTube
I was
has this YouTube Shorts, but I think our YouTube player base is more on the normal format and not on the shorts. But like I said, that's maybe I'm totally missing here a big a big part.
Yeah, I was looking at some video. I don't know. It was about marketing or whatever, and at least they said that these short formats on YouTube are gaining a lot of views and a lot of attraction in general.
Yeah, not all. I wouldn't say everyone gets there a lot of traction, but potential, yeah, potential. Someone is looking at a short about Magic the Gathering, which is a card game, and then our video will be him recommended because that's also a card game. So maybe he is now playing BattleForge.
Yeah. So how long does it take to make a short like that in time needed? So how many days, weeks, months pass? Let's start with a short. And how many hours do you spend at one short?
I think we should turn it around.
Okay, let's do it the other way around.
So a normal video, it's hard. Like a video like the card reveal, the card spotlight, that had a lot of energy in the first one to get that template in a certain way. And now it's only like 4 shots, like 4 nice card movements and recordings. And I would say stuff like card reveal video now takes 4 hours of work time, but probably around 3 days, since there is a bit of I have to split this on multiple days. I don't have the time at once. Also with feedback, if I send out, hey, I need feedback, people are not sitting in front of PC and just waiting for my message. So it's more of a long thing. And a video which is bigger, like the trailer, that's we could try like going the way from the idea and making the text for the trailer. There was a lot of work of other people. A lot of stuff is often made by Majora. I only do slight feedback, maybe rephrasing stuff, but I'm not that into the text writing at the moment. So for me, text writing, I would say like 2 hours, but probably over a time of 2 weeks with proofreading and another iteration and so on. And the time on other departments like Major and proofreaders, that's higher than 2 hours for sure. Then playing the figuring out at which position in the text we show what. That's probably 1 hour. That's pretty fast. That's most of the time pretty obvious. Then playing the game. That's actually long. Like I would say for the recap, the 2022 recap video, I played like 20 hours of BattleForge.
Oh wow.
And then recorded that. That's of course not 20 hours again, because you can do fast forward. But the problem is, if you do fast forward and skip the moment, you have to start from the beginning. Then you are at the correct position, but you have your camera at the wrong angle, and so it looks crappy. So you start over. So the recording part is quite tedious, so probably around 6 hours, maybe more. Then cutting that footage down, that's now depending on what it is. If it's a lot of in-game stuff, as we have seen before, it's just take it and glue it together. Then we have a fast cut, like 4 hours, 5 hours. If there's a lot of menuing and faking, then that's more. That's more. Like another 3 to 4 hours. And yeah, then there's a lot of pre-renders and discussions, and of course repeating the steps before if the proof watchers say, footage looks shit, then we do another recording. Or could you move the text more to the left? Then we do a new render. And depending on the video, renders took longer or shorter. For example, if I do a pre-render of the 30 seconds of the card spotlight video, that takes like 20 minutes. If I do the final render on high quality, that takes a bit more like an hour. So 30 seconds, 1 hour render, aka you can imagine I'm not a big fan to re-render on high quality a 9-minute video. Yeah, and then in the end, there's only, I guess, a bit discussion about when to release, making a thumbnail, probably like 1 or 2 hours, but yeah.
So the best thing we can do, make another Patreon to get you a better computer so the render time goes down.
That's the problem with the software. Like I said, I have old software. My PC is not too bad, but for example, BattleForge, you can have the best PC in the world. That doesn't mean BattleForge is running better.
Yeah, true. Absolutely true. Kubik will sing to that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised that you got the card reveals so quickly.
Like the current card reveal or the last before?
You said 4 hours, if I was correct, for the short videos. That's pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, like I said, the first half, like with the flying card, that's just replacing the image with a new image
and changing the
colors. That's done in like 20 minutes. And then it's just recording. And like here for the Soulstone, that's a tier 1 card, aka I can do this instantly. Have like 2 games, because if you have only 1 game and you have the same enemies, and let's say it's an rPVE, it looks a bit bad because it's looking all the same. So I played a round of rPVE and I played a round of, I think, what was Defending Hope? I think not Defending Hope, the map before.
Siege of Hope.
Yeah, so played 2 rounds of this. After that, I did the recording with OBS, cut out the 3 parts, send it to the proof watcher. Yeah, that's like the 4 hours. I think that's okay. If that's now a tier 4 card, that's a bit more of a pain.
Before I come to the next question, wanna do another game while we're moving?
Sure, but I haven't prepared anything.
Yeah, no. We can either you have a quick idea, or we could just go into rPVE or something.
Let's do an rPVE, but maximum 7.
Alrighty.
A 2-player rPVE.
Yeah, I rarely
just
do that.
Trying to remember when I did last a 2-player rPVE.
Yeah, almost never. That's why we do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So lately there was some short discussion. I don't know. I think you were still on vacation. Maybe you didn't get it. That someone found out the music composer who did the BattleForge tracks, and this guy has also some music to buy, which sounds and fits BattleForge pretty good. And so the question is, what will we see in the future for Battleground background music? What are your thoughts? Do we need additional tracks to freshen things up? Especially, we could try that on the videos first, and then in the game. Or do you think it's, for nostalgia reasons, good as it is?
A good question. So I personally think that would be nice to have more audio tracks, like faction-wise. We have fire tracks, frost tracks, shadow tracks, and nature tracks. And if you have playing now a Lost Souls deck, it would be cool to have like a Lost Souls theme or Stonekin theme and so on. Is that needed? No, absolutely not. Not needed. I think like shadow tracks are working quite good on Lost Souls as well. About videos and other music, I'm pretty sure there will be other music tracks on videos at some point. I mean, for like trailers, without any talking and so on, I think there would be quite good fitting other stuff. Like for the trailer of the community maps, the Fire and the Frost one, there was a high chance that we might have chosen a not BattleForge track, but decided then on MetalForge. So yeah, it's awesome track. It works very well. So all fine, but there might has been the chance to have another track.
So you really should check out that. I didn't know that the dude who was composing the BattleForge tunes also sells music. The question, of course, would be...
You can maybe send me a link later.
Yeah, I have to check. We don't have to forget about this, but yes, I agree. Question, of course, would be again who will pay this, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
I have incomes all the time. It really sucks. You already said that Dachi is handling the social media stuff, but once a video is released, especially a bigger one, do you get some feedback through direct messages?
Nope. I didn't have any messages at all.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, no. I mean, if the team releases now Soulstone, you're also not messaging one developer about Soulstone, how cool that card is, because it's a team effort. It's a Skylords Reborn card. So
yeah,
same for the videos. I might be the editor, but it's still a team effort from the proof watchers, from the developers who making that cards and so on. So I don't see it as that sad. Like I said before, if I want to be famous, I probably wouldn't do this.
Yeah, agreed.
And also, I'm a video editor now here, yeah, because I'm a stream. But if you watch the YouTube video, there's nowhere my name on it. No one knows watching the card reveal video or the trailer that I was involved at all.
Yeah, it seems to be really a team effort.
That map is actually quite annoying with all the incomes.
We picked the hard one, and I'm just right now losing my Tier 2 orb. Which is pretty sad. But we have still loads of time, so... And we are not in a hurry. In what is, in your opinion, your best piece of work so far?
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm doing the hard questions here.
Yeah, it's probably the recap video. I really like the recap anniversary video, as well as the trailer and teaser we released lately. I also like videos which are on my channel, like the Battle of Tactics videos I did, where I did a summary of the event and showed every runner what they did there in a very compact way. I think that's also quite nice. I think the one I'm pretty proud of is the Viridia promo fake video from the 1st of April.
That was
with the animated card,
really...
because that was quite pain to have it look like this. Like, there could be real animated card artworks in the game. It was a fun challenge. Don't ask me how many hours I put into that short clip, but was a challenge. Was fun.
Yeah, I really loved that video. I wasn't expecting anything like this at that moment. And it looks really, really cool to have the Viridia waifu in there. Really like that. Can you tell us and tease us a bit what's upcoming next?
Well,
in Skylords Reborn and on your channel? Will we see another more cake videos?
Cake videos, if I find the time, yes. I would love to do more like this, but at the moment I don't have the time. Unavailable target. Why can I not throw my spear at that guy? Now it's working. Else on the Skylords Reborn channel, well, we have a lot of ideas. It's more like setting priorities, which gets the focus. We want to have more like tutorial style videos to catch new players. I mean, if you are now joining the game, it's quite hard to master. There is the in-game tutorial for sure, but it's okay. I think the finesse of like, how does root network work? Yeah. Good luck reading all the stuff about root network and understand it. Same also with void power. So that's quite the hard start about BattleForge.
So we will see some explainers.
Yeah, kind of. So that's at least on the list. It's not directly priority one. Oh my god. I think I have a triple income. Yeah. So that's pretty much in the making at some point. Don't die.
I got a tier 4 for you pretty soon.
Yeah, awesome. I just look how I get through on your side. Okay, there. Okay.
So we will get explainers, we will get constant for new card releases, and do you think update on the recap videos, what has changed in the 2 years is necessary at this point? I don't think so, but just asking.
Yeah, for this year, probably not. I mean, the last recap had 2 years in it and had 9 minutes, and there were a lot of patches. And I think at the moment it's not that much that we can fill another video on this scale. So I don't think end of the year will be another recap. Might be changing priorities. We will see. I would love to have some other videos like the video I did with Volan together about the... Oh, we have a Nixia here. About the changes for Lost Souls, which were planned and will come at some point, I guess. I think videos like this would be also interesting. Oh, no.
I mean, some videos on how does XY work. would be pretty interesting, I think.
Yep, I've lost my tier 3.
Noob.
Yeah, I know.
But you're through.
Let me get... Yeah.
So you are tier 3 again.
Yeah, but focusing, yeah, happens.
Yeah, we are not here to play perfectly. We are here
to chat, yeah,
to talk. So, and what is the most fun part of your work?
The fun part, I think the editing part, aka when you don't have to record anymore because you just have to put things in the order, and I think that's the stuff I enjoy the most. Thank you. Yeah, probably. I'm not that person who is reading a lot of the comments. I think that's more Dutchy's part. I nearly never read comments, to be honest. If I get the ping like, hey, there's good feedback, of course, that's nice. But else I'm not checking out comments. Yeah, and trying out stuff. Like here, the new Soulstone. Yeah, trying that out. Having a nice position. How to showcase stuff. That's also interesting.
And last question in this segment, what stuff do you do for the team outside of video editing?
Sorry. Outside of video editing, I'm helping sometimes out with events. Like, yeah, checking tools and so. I did a lot of with Nuki when he was part of the team in the event team. So there were some events with my website, with live ranking or so. At the current event, I work with Hiku a bit. And of course, kind of Battle of Tactics. It's not directly team, but also events. Yeah, besides that, not a lot, to be honest. I could probably talk on other departments, like here with game design or art stuff, but that's not my expertise, so I'm be quiet.
All right, you made it through that segment, and there's just one more to go.
Okay.
Now we come to Skylords Reborn in general. Because the game has developed somewhat, and I would like to know what's the best addition you think to the game so far.
Yeah, I think there's some obvious picks, like the quest system. Without the quest system, the game would be pretty bad. Sorry, like you don't have a good way to get BattleForge points and don't have anything to do, kind of. So I think quest system is one of the biggest ones. Achievements is a lot of fun for players like me, like which have everything and needs a new challenge. I'm still like not having every achievement done, since stuff like playing every map on expert, every 4-player map on expert solo. That's a quite big challenge.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that will take some more time for me. Yeah, probably these two are the big ones. The reforging is also interesting, but I don't do that much reforging. I have some of the comments lying around, yeah, but yeah. Of course, nice is new cards. New cards are always nice.
What's the cut from the new ones you like the most?
Probably Banzai Lord, but that's mostly just because of the voice lines.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Banzai Lord a lot, so yeah, it's probably just more like the voice lines.
I think the voice lines really bring stuff to life.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they respawned.
And what is something that got changed that you didn't like that much? What would you have done different? And there must be something.
No, actually not, because I'm not that invested in units and spells and game design and so on. So if they change the decomposer so you cannot decompose your friendly units, I say, yeah, okay, happens. If they change Shrine of War so it's fitting like every other void returning building, and I say, yeah, that makes sense. It's not like I say, it's no go, how could you?
I will need some spells from you.
Okay. Ready? You're fine? You're fine.
Yeah, I think you have. As soon as the harvester is down. I mean, I was thinking it is a cooperative game. I shouldn't do the harvester alone if I don't have to.
Absolutely. And just throwing in some spells is, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely worked out. Thank you. And I think you already have seen that part of this stream is entering Dreamland for a while. If you know what that means.
Part, yeah.
If 3 people of your choice, the skill set is your choice, would join the Skylords Reborn team, what would their skill set be?
Okay, my unit is dead. Let me just send a Bloodhorn or something up again. Okay. So, Dreamland and you stuff I can wish. So, we have a lot of people said, like, we need more Hanas. I actually have no idea. I didn't have to do to talk with Hana at all in the last month, so I don't know if we need another one. I hear people saying this, but I cannot say yes or no. I personally think I agree with the marketing stuff. I think we could have more marketing that would help. We have a really cool game. We now have cool videos to do marketing. I can do even more. Just tell me what you need. So first pick would be marketing. Second one, I think events. We now have events again, but I think in the time I was not around, there were not a lot of events going on. There was kind of a summer hole. And I remember when there was a time, there was the PvE League, there was an event, back to back, I think doing Battle of Tactics 3 or 4. There was so much stuff going on. That was a good time. I enjoyed that a lot because I'm a campaign map player, aka events. So, yeah, that would be number 2.
We had a phase where like when I wanted to do a CCC, I had to get a time slot, so not too many things are happening at the same time. And right now we have somewhat low time on the event side, but now Hiko stepped in and made something for us.
That's awesome. Absolutely, yeah. Something like like 2 events in a month would be nice. 3 would be awesome, but I can totally understand that's a lot of work. We both did events. We both know that's not something you do like every week a new event. Yeah. And position number 3. Yeah.
So we have marketing, we have events, and
yeah, it's a good question. I'm not sure, but someone supporting Majora. Maybe I'm getting here a bit out of my position, but like he said before, he is project coordinator, but he's involved in so many departments, and maybe to have there another person. I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse, but yeah. Someone in the coordinating department, let's say like this.
Yeah, I kind of, from what I see, I kind of agree that Majora has too much on his plate. And when we leave Dreamland, what do you think the whole project? What would be the smartest next step for Skylords as a whole thing?
I cannot not follow. What do you mean with next?
Yeah, what should
next step?
like what should the project focus on next? I mean, it is already announced that campaign maps will be a thing of the future. But what else is there that energy should be spent into?
In my opinion, or in Dreamland?
No, in the realistic world.
Okay. Well, as a campaign map player, I'm say that with the campaign maps, I think that's a very good direction to get the people like me back into the boat. Like, we have a lot of rPVE action going on with the new factions, with the changes for rPVE. There's always a bit of balancing stuff with PvP. PvP is quite the hard position, like hard to get people in there. And now it's time that the campaign people get something out of the cake, aka new campaign maps would be nice. Last stream, we have also talked about this map modifier with Ult, I think. That's also one of the slices which could be nice. But all this stuff is already in the works, I guess. So probably it's more like not the next step. Next step is campaign. So probably a step after that. That's interesting. Maybe trying to improve a bit of PvP, make it more getting more people in there. But I can totally understand if you don't like PvP, you don't play PvP. Full stop.
Yeah, I think, but there are 2 parts to this problem. The first part is, of course, part of the people don't like PvP, and we don't want to get them into PvP. But right now, there's a non-trivial size of people who are just discouraged because when they try to PvP, they just get their heads smashed in. And we really need a solution for that part.
Well, the solution is maybe in the works with the PvP AI challenge of Metacross. So maybe we will have an AI in the next year. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be super awesome that we have some kind of training ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I have 2 more pre-submitted questions. Then I will ask the chat if there is any more. So Chimaka shows the survey shows that we have only 50% of the player base being completely disinterested in PvP. Yes, that's not that much. There are non-trivial people who try to PvP, but they can't.
Mm.
And I know the frustrating feeling myself. I don't know how much elo I've spent on Carofex and co. And that's of no fault of Carofex. He just wants to play too. Maybe we don't know. I don't think. I think that the IE could be a part of the solution, but it won't be the full solution. Competition, skill, back balancing. I don't think, Chimaka, that balancing is a problem.
Yeah, I also don't think that challenging. The balancing is a problem. I think balance-wise, the game PvP is in a very nice position.
If you get to the skill level where balancing is your problem, then you are pretty up top already. Right now, my skill cap is that I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and my skill cap is I'm greedy.
My skill cap is that I got the suggestion I should take Eruption out of my deck to learn to play without because I'm erupting so badly.
Yeah, and I probably should take out the Scourged Earth because I always think, oh, I will punish this. And then I realize I don't have the energy to punish.
Okay. 2 more pre-submitted questions. How did you come up with your profile picture?
Well, we kind of had this before. That is running in cosplay at running events in a suit and a top hat and a monocle. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, okay. And then a very important question. When will we see the next Battle of Tactics?
Next Battle of Tactics is in the works, and I said this before. That will be an PvP Battle of Tactics.
Oh Lord!
So it will be something completely different. I'm already working with the event department, and if everything goes as planned, then this year, but I'm not 100% sure if I can get everything running in the next weeks.
Well, I'm looking forward to it for sure, because I loved really all of the Battle of Tactics was super awesome.
Well, there's also a Battle of Tactics number 6 and 7. The documents is saved. I have 2 ideas I really like, but yeah, have to test stuff before. I'm not sure if that's working as I have planned it.
I volunteer as a tester.
Yeah, okay, I keep it in mind.
So, is there any more chat questions which will come up now? Guys, you have 15 seconds to type that you want to know of Ultralord.
While we are waiting, I think we skipped the answer how long it takes to make a short video because I switched the questions from left to right.
Yeah, true. Go ahead.
And that's now the nice answer because I need like 4 hours to make a card spotlight, and to make out of a card spotlight normal video a card spotlight TikTok video, it's only like 20 minutes because I take exactly the same footage. I just have to use another framing and then press render and wait. So for at the moment, the shorts and TikToks don't need any time kind of to make them. So that's the reason why we make them. If we are making a video only for that, for example, we did a small short for the survey to do some advertisement. Of course, there's again doing recordings and so, but in this case, I was a bit lazy. I just used footage which were not used for the trailer. So yeah, used
I get it.
unused footage. I didn't do a new recording.
I think you're doing that. The big videos are. That's the impression I get. The big videos are just loads of work, and there's no way to avoid that. But for the shorter formats, you're acting pretty smart. Especially next time a survey comes around, you re-edit that a bit and put it up again. And same for the
probably. It's depending. We had there some voiceover from Dreamlord. With also like, hey, you get booster codes, and yeah, if we don't do booster codes next survey, then we can't use that.
I will trust that we will get boosters for the survey. So, would you get making less serious and information videos, but some fun ones, or something like match reviews?
Well, making fun videos, I really enjoy that idea. But for the moment, we decided that the Skylords Reborn YouTube channel is more like a serious place. So you won't have their funny fire dances or something like this. But that match reviews, we also thought about a stream, not recap, like best of a stream of a tournament, for example. So maybe that could be a thing in the future.
Chimaka goes again with just gameplay videos.
Yeah, like best of on tournament. So you have the gameplay of the tournament recap. Yeah. So maybe like something this could be a thing. We have to see how this is working out, if that time is worth it.
Yeah, you could on the Halloween contest, you could fly a test balloon that you cut something together, which then just needs a minute or two to watch instead of a full length event stream.
Yeah,
maybe that could work.
For example, we show the winner replay in case of the Halloween thing. I do the stream of the winners, but could be also a video about the fastest runner. I have to showcase that run on the YouTube channel. Yeah, is an idea, but we didn't decide if this is a thing. So yeah.
I remember that. I think it was Radical doing a video of Arabica's run on the Crappy Community Contest 1, just explaining how he did this fast time, and I think that's interesting too. But I think we also have already people who do that.
Yeah, and not sure if that is something we put on the official YouTube channel.
The last question. Anything you want to talk about?
Not directly. I was thinking about this before we started the stream, because I was expecting that question. And I think I do it more like Volan, like more serious note. Like,
sure.
If you go out there and do stuff, like if you ask past Ultralord before he starts with streaming, he was not active in the community. And actually now I think I would have missed out if I not have started this with streaming, with contact with the community, with you, Capo, but also then later with Little Ducky and the PvE League. I had contact with so many interesting people. It was so much fun often in the preparation for the streams. It was very stressful, no questions. But it was always fun to meet these people and talk with them about the strategy, about the game support, also about their lives. So sometimes you have to go out of your comfort zone, and something good can happen. And that's from a pessimist like me.
Wise words we hear here. Yeah, totally. I totally agree. I think those of us who are invested in this game don't do it because we are idiots, but because we are really getting something out of it. And that's mostly on a personal level. Like talking to the people and meeting them and having fun with them and working with them together. Do I get it right so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And especially working on the project is loads of fun because we really see the products that are getting out in the end and loads of stuff that you as video editor and also others put out there has really a high quality, I think. So
I think everyone is putting his own standards somewhere and saying, when I make a video here, I want to reach a certain point. I don't want to put out a lot of videos just to have videos. They should be on a certain level of quality. And this is, I think, for every department here in the Skylords Reborn team. Look at the artworks, look at the game design idea, look at the balancing. There's not a lot of cases where I say, that's.
I was just thinking one thing I never read on the art critic or video critic or whatever critic. One thing I have never read or have somebody say is, it's good enough. It's just for Skylords Reborn.
Yeah.
That has no one said ever. But I want to go back to the point. The personal connections we make is absolutely worth it. It's really fun people to have around. Hopefully someone cries now.
Or someone is doing now, start streaming. So
now someone is now writing the application for marketing.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, just do it. Come on board. So, to wrap things up, this was the 6th installation of this series, and I hope everybody found it interesting. My next guests will be a double pack. I will be honored by Hannah and Ladadus together, both project lead, who will join me in about 2 weeks from now on the 19th of November. Special thanks to you, Ultralord, firstly, for taking your time. But secondly, something I don't think I mentioned on the stream is that you helped me set this whole thing up when I started out. You were taking loads of time, and it is an honor to have here on to show off your cool stuff. And but a special thanks to you because you really invested some time to get this stream running at all.
You're absolutely welcome.
Yeah. The final words go to you. Can you sign us off?
Sure. See you in the forge, fellow Skylords.